So, waiting a little bit because I've seen that the advertisement is blocking the beginning out. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to talk about some very, very interesting news today. So we're going to go over what's important this week. We are going to go over why liquidity is going to determine the entire next bull run and what's probably about to happen in the next 1 to 2 years, why it's going to happen now. We're going to go over a little bit of the charts, obviously, and we're going to do a little bit of throwback Ecomi and Veve. So we are looking at the very beginning phases and what we have today. So I think it's going to be super interesting to look at this older material together and see where we are today with all of the plans that they had versus what they have today. Now, all of that right after the intro. So, good morning, every one of you. I hope you're doing well. We have some people here already in the chat. MVE is here and says breakout to the dark side. 00045, game over. Okay, we will see. Not happened yet, but it could be happening. Felipe is here. Good morning. Luke is here. Good morning to you as well. I hope you both are doing great. Dan O says, sold a third of my OMI, holding the rest no matter what, but it's time to diversify. YW if OMI starting to moon. Yeah, you never know, but if you were not diversified before, then surely that move cannot really hurt you because the other coins are moving as well. I think that shouldn't be a problem, and taking a third out to diversify is always a good idea. Zach GM, hope you are well, my friend. Yes, I'm very well. A little bit tired, but I'm good. You shouldn't be tired after the weekend, right? But as it so happens, I was working on on an Ecomi video yesterday, quite a bit, as you have seen. I hope you have watched it already. So guys, once again, we have 10 people here. Smash up the like button right now, everyone. We should have 10 likes in the next couple of seconds. That would be great. Thanks for the like. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new to this, and smash up the like button. Tick the little bell, I wanted to say. So Zach, I hope you're well as well. Thank you for that. And if you want to become a channel member, Rare Hodler, then make sure to become a channel member to my YouTube channel in order to get your name on that wall, to be one of the supporters of this channel. We're not taking really partnerships unless this is a good outcome for you as well. So if someone offers me something for a giveaway, for example, I would still take a partnership, but other than that, you guys are the partners of this channel, or the sponsors of this channel. And you can get access to our Rare Hodler Telegram group, where we are exchanging information throughout the day as well. And with that, sometimes from time to time there's some giveaways happening. We just finished with one of the big giveaways. So Green Lantern says, GM Hodler, smash it. Absolutely, there we go. So let's look a little bit what we have to watch out for this week. So there are some economic development and altcoin events coming week. Here's day by day list. So we see here a couple of things that are happening. EOS will be listed on Binance Japan. Potential buy the rumor, sell the news is about to end there. Flux announced that it will make a big announcement, so this could be a buy a rumor thing. Quantum will be making mandatory update. Then EOS 1 day later has another one, new consensus mechanism. Shantu update, okay, not so interesting, but here we will see IXEC RLC, where is it? US gross domestic product quarterly. That is important. Wednesday 29th could be a little bit more volatile, and then also two Fed members that are going to speak, but not the most important ones. And then we see here Eurozone CPI, that is interesting. And then some here US unemployment on Thursday, also important. And then Friday, the 1st of December, the December will start with Fed Chair Powell that will speak. So that is obviously a thing. No energy, you did not really miss anything except my intro. So not really. I hope you find your coffee soon. There you go. Oh, Zach sent me $5 Australian. Always appreciate you bringing us unbiased research. I learn a lot from you. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Zach, for the $5 Australian. I don't know even how much it is in normal US dollars or in euros, but I really appreciate the message. So yeah, I hope that this will always be the case. I will work hard on that you always get that research, everyone here. So thank you, Zach, for that donation. Energy says bought another 3 million, almost 616 today. Well, that is a nice number, right? You Marvel enthusiasts there. So yeah, that's what's happening in the week. And then also this year, Binance FUD does not really end. We have some massive USDT withdrawals as FUD spreads. Binance sees over $100 million USDT outflow. BNB value drops, but trading volume is still high, maintaining leadership in daily transactions. Okay, so some BNB is changing hands, USDT going out, probably being moved to Coinbase, majority of it. I think it's normal. I don't really see yet that Binance is collapsing, but I would urge better safe than sorry, which means withdraw funds to Ledger. If you have bigger funds if you have a $10 position, no need to withdraw, in my opinion, unless $10 is life-changing for you. But the gas fees for many transactions are so high that there is really no need to do that, right? But yeah, just keep in mind that no exchange is ever safe, especially the centralized ones. So make sure to play it safe. Now, this one here is one of the most interesting charts ever, in my opinion. We see it here from CRG. I don't know why these widgets go off so late, but yeah. So thank you. Bitcoin simply follows USDT liquidity. It's hilarious how closely they are tied. Just follow the liquidity, that's it. So here we see it. The purple line is the Bitcoin price, and the white line is USD liquidity. So it's super funny that Bitcoin is even seems to be even front running this liquidity, right? So yeah, or is it? Sometimes it seems. So it's very, very closely correlated. I mean, the US liquidity is a little bit more choppy, but we see a turnaround here. And I made a short about this yesterday as well, that the US, actually the liquidity, the worldwide liquidity has seen double bottom, and also the offloading of balance sheets of the major central banks in the world has seen an offloading. So that could be really where we have the turnaround here. I mean, this is only, well, this is the price chart and this USD liquidity, right? Good morning, Trucking Hank. How are you doing? I hope you are at home and in a warm environment and not in the truck, but who knows? Yeah, then also this one here from Titan of Crypto. Potential cycle top in October 2025. So he's calculating to the top around 200k, which seems to be one of the most seeked price targets. According to SMI, MFI has still room to go up the cycle. It's just the beginning. Were you following me when I introduced you this indicator in April this year? Bitcoin was starting its reversal. Stochastic Momentum Index, SMI, of the Money Flow Index. So here we go. Basically, here's the reversal. Yeah, and now I think as in the last cycle, there could be a little bit of a pullback also. But overall, we should be heading into this parabolic phase. And you see really this is a monthly chart, I think. And we're headed to this top range. We have over a year, over almost 2 years in front of us, a little bit less than 2 years in front of us of upwards action according to this and according to the previous cycle and according to many other analysis. So it's really starting right now, and this is where I say, no matter if we have a pullback of 20 or 30% right now, obviously that is a way better entry if you get a 20% pullback, but you can never be sure. We need to build our bags now in case this mega run comes, right? That is crucial. I do not believe that we will have a pullback with a new low. I do not believe that. Many bears are expecting this to pull back to lower levels. I think the pullback that they are referring to and the events that they are seeing, maybe they are after this top in 2025. I do not really see this. Justin says, see, this is 1000% in a monthly. Have you bought ICP anywhere? I don't know. I've like $30 of ICP bought something or so. But yeah, Cetus is going crazy. Trucking Hank says, I'm trucking. Need to make money, make more dollars to buy OMI. Yeah, but don't buy only OMI, right? But I know you have other coins, so it's fine, right? But Justin, are you bullish on ICP, or why are you asking for that one? Yeah, and then I want to show, maybe I'm going to use this for a video in a bit, but I want to show the first 1 to 2 minutes of this, because I think it's one more time important why you need to be in this cycle this time, right? I think this is really crucial. So let's listen to this together for 1 to 2 minutes and then discuss a little bit more.
Job in itself. To figure out what to do with your money in order to beat inflation is something that, there are professionals out there on Wall Street that have PhDs in finance, that have enormous computers, and they have enormous staffs of PhDs and master's degrees and math nerds that are crunching numbers and figuring out how to allocate your portfolio so that you can beat inflation. And guess what? The majority of them don't beat inflation. The majority of them can't beat inflation, not as measured by CPI, which is completely fraudulent. But if you remember,
14%.
Yeah, that 14%, or even, the 7%, like if you look at just the increase in the money supply, which I think is a much better metric. And this is what's reflected on the desirable goods. Like if you look at the price of real estate in Miami Beach, as Michael Saylor mentioned in your example, it goes up at around 6-7% per year on average over the last century. So that's, if you want to live in a nice area, that's what's happening to real estate. If you want to go to the good universities, that's what's going up. It's going up at a rate that's similar to the increase in the money supply. And you can beat CPI, but CPI is designed so you can beat it. But you can't really beat the appreciation in the things that you actually want to buy, in the price of good food, the price of good real estate. So most investment professionals fail at doing that. So what hope does a doctor or an engineer or a scientist or an athlete have in doing those things?
So investment is hard and saving should be easy.
Exactly. Saving is essential for us as a civilization. And what fiat did is it took that away from us, and then it forced everybody to become an investor, or more accurately, a gambler, because you're not just even, because the money itself is broken, because the money itself is constantly changing in value. Investing is becoming more of a crapshoot. I mean, value investing is completely underperforming compared to market analysis. You listen to the Fed, and what matters to the price of individual companies is monetary policy much more than it is their own performance.
Yeah, so there we go. I hope you caught that, but I think he's really right here, and I really like that part, because he basically said that you cannot, if you are a full-time worker, yeah, you cannot make investment your job, and then you're out to basically lose against monetary policy. So monetary policy is forcing you to become an investor, to somehow try to get the best out of your money, if you want to preserve your money for the longer term, right? And I think what you also mentioned is that most investments are underperforming the normal CPI already, and if they are not, they are performing the real appreciation of assets if you want to buy for the longer time. For example, if you're stacking money for a house from 2000 to 2010, the housing prices, even though you outperform CPI, the housing prices went away or ran away from you already at that time by a lot, because housing prices then started to really double and even triple and so on. So absolutely crazy. So the decoupling of the gold standard obviously is one of these reasons, and that puts us already in the right direction where you can preserve capital. For example, if you have capital and you preserve it over the long run in gold, it's not really preserved, because at the moment gold did a run up right now to catch up with what it's lost, but it still wasn't able to keep up with the housing price. So I think at the moment the only assets is really like a Bitcoin, or trying to get the fast lane with altcoins, and that is where it says it makes you a gambler. So I think these things here, or what he says, is really something to what you should lay out for you, because I see so many people in my environment that are not even investing, so they do not even take this chance to even out CPI, to even out the inflation. They literally take a 5 to 10% loss every year on the money that they have. They just pile money, right? On the other hand, other people that may have understood part of that, they take out a loan for 30 years and bind themselves, for example, for buying a house or so. They bind themselves or shackle themselves over 30 years to a loan, right? So they cut back freedom in order to achieve the thing that they want to buy. Maybe for instead of saving up money, force themselves to go work and save up that money for the next 30 years, right? Yeah, my computer makes funny noises. That is because the Brave browser is sending me advertisement. And when the Brave browser sends me advertisement, I get bad tokens. That is the thing. I should turn off the sound though. Anyways, let me see what you guys were saying here. So Justin says Omi has a buy target on its back right now. Yeah, I think that could be true. By the way, we have 25 people here, so smash up the like button right now, guys. Go ahead, smash the like button. Thanks for the like. There you go. Good morning from Romania. Good morning to Romania. We have some people tuning in from all over the world, so it's really interesting. We see Australia, we see Romania, we have people here from the Netherlands, we have from France, so it's really amazing to see that. Good morning. Justin says legs running on 3 cylinders. Felipe says true what he is saying. That is why when I would make more profit with crypto, I would buy more apartments near the beach in South France. Good food, beach, and sun is key investment. Absolutely, 100%. I think you always have to set aside a little bit of money to invest in your health and in your education and so on. That is absolutely important. Um, Justin says, "Who wants to heat a house?" Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no matter where you are, but that discussion, hopefully in the colder countries at least, that's absolutely crazy. You need to go where the sun is at least from time to time, right? Yo, thank you for smashing the like button. Yeah, but overall, I think that is such a fundamental understanding, and I think if you are in crypto and you have been through a cycle, yeah, through a crypto cycle, you learn so much by always consuming the content that others put out, stuff like this, taking another angle on the way you are saving, the way you're investing, which of your previous investments appreciate, which not. For example, if you have a if you have even if you have a stock that gives you a 5% return every year, you were losing in the last 2 to 3 years, and you're probably going to lose in the next 2 to 3 years, right? I mean, there are some stocks, if you bought smart and you bought really low, that on that entry price pay way more, right? For example, I bought BP in that absolute oil dip in the pandemic, right? So I bought the BP stock, and I think I'm up almost 200%. So I bought it for €2.12 or so, and it's at 5.80, or I don't know what it is. And on top, it pays like, on that entry price, it pays like 12% dividends or so. So that is something that I can appreciate, even though which I will not or do not really want to sell. Because this 12% of dividends, I kind of like that, right? That I mean, that was not much money at the time, and it's still not much money in that position. But something that, but if you compare it, so for example, you would say probably it would be a better investment if I take that money out and all the dividends that I made until now and move that money into Ethereum, and then, or I don't know, an altcoin that does a 10 to 20 to 30x, and then put it back, right? It would be probably the smarter choice. However, I always like to have these little bits and pieces in case everything goes wrong, that just do their thing, right? So that's also why I have a bigger chunk in Bitcoin, because if something goes wrong with altcoins, that Bitcoin thing will still do well, hopefully. But yeah, that's only me. That's only my position. So let's look a little bit more. This is what I had on the thumbnail for good reason. This is an indicator that seems to be right most of the time, every time, right? So you see here these little hand icons is where this indicator flipped from gray to green. After in red is bear market territory. Basically here, this didn't even mark a bear market, but here, and here it does, and it didn't flip a red in the pandemic. So that is really interesting for this indicator. So now we had the gray zone, this accumulation zone, and now we just flipped green once again. And after the flipping of the green, we see the mega run up, right? So except if you have a black swan, which is reflected here. So you have the flip from red to gray to green very fast. You have this run up, then it comes back, and usually this is where it flattens out before the real run up, and then you have to pull back, right? So I'm expecting this to run a little bit more here for us, and then until into the halving, more going sideways. That's what I would expect, right? So we will see. So we see here, last time that such a flip occurred was in May 2020, and Bitcoin increased by 700%. So now this guy is expecting 300 to 400%. For 300 to 400% would be, what would that be? 300% would be 120,000 there and thereabout. and or 160,000, I think we could be going even more. I mean, we have our top target at 135, but I think we could go even more because of the narratives that we have. Also, this indicator is the VI plus indicator implies only parabolic flip. So we just crossed the line where we go into parabolic mode. Yeah, we will see. We are a little bit early in the cycle, in my opinion, for that. Still, I think the halving needs to happen first. Yeah, let's look at some altcoins. So this is coming up tomorrow. So this is why I highlight this. Chainlink is going to introduce staking version 0.2, which is launching in 3 days, starting with priority migration. For a 9-day period, V01 stakers can migrate and so on. So this could be a little bit of sell the news event for Chainlink. But then again, staking is something where all the people will move their Chainlink to lock it up, to stake it. So this could also have a positive price impact. Just all eyes on Chainlink. Chainlink Swift partnership, not labeled as security by the SEC. So reasons for that are there, and then also these milestones coming up right now. So Chainlink super interesting, and then also this one here, Vechain. Vechain looking promising, bullish flag breakout on the macro, and at the same time Vechain is going with blockchain for sustainability partnership here with BCG. So they have basically joined a partnership to go full into this environmental, social, and governance principles. So Vechain also could be an interesting one. If you want me, and by the way, I've been thinking about this idea, because we're talking about altcoins at the moment. I've been thinking about this idea of the portfolio, right? That we do a portfolio together. And I don't think that we need necessarily to do this during the morning stream, because the morning stream is already full with stuff and analysis. But we could do a separate little stream, maybe in the afternoon, in the evening, once per week. We could do a stream that is really focused on altcoin picks and on portfolio building. And I think I'll do this in the next 1 to 2 days, even maybe today in the afternoon, that we pick the first part of the portfolio, and we just see where we get. If someone would just DCA every week, just $50, let's see how much money that can make throughout the next bull run. Coffee refill stream today, I don't know. What refill do we need? But let's look at the altcoins once more. And I really want to look at this at the weekly here with you. Omi Watcher answered you. Oh, that is interesting. So let's look at this in a second. So there we go. Answered me where? On Twitter? On YouTube? So there we go. Just for the altcoins. So we just had here the breakout of the total 3 of the altcoins, and is retesting right now, and maybe we have a third red week or a couple of red weeks. If you compare this to this price compression here, you also see this. The moment that we broke out, we had a little bit of a retest here, and it really looks similar today, or at the moment. Wait, I need to move this a little bit here. Yeah, so it really looks a little bit similar here. This breakout retest and this breakout retest, and the question is now, should we have a run up and then another flattening out until the halving, and then we go? This could be absolutely the case, and that means this is not a bad time to buy altcoins, according to this chart and according to my analysis. Okay, so and that is all on the altcoins, right? Now let's look a quick bit of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still, and we are now in the daily chart, and we are getting to this in a second. So Bitcoin is still moving in this ascending triangle since this moment. You see here, right, how it touches, and price compression is eventually breaking out. If it breaks to the upside, my target is 41,422. That would be the target for a break to the upside, and there is still room for a decision point. It can break to the downside, don't get me wrong here, until the pattern is confirmed. We could run another 10 days, but I really don't think that it will take another 10 days. Although if we keep in mind from the beginning of the stream that we will have quarterly, what was that? We'll have U.S. gross domestic product quarterly, and then Fed Powell speaking on Friday. Those things could have the potential to get the market volatile and cause a breakout to one or the other side. That is that, and then let's start with the Ecomi topics, and actually let's get to the Omi Watcher response. Let's see. Hodler patient, the ICO funds distribution circle is referring to the business development wallet expenditure. No, it doesn't. At least according to the white paper, it doesn't. Where does it say that? Motive, Crypto Bro says, or here we see another response to this. I personally believe that many lies have been told, not just about this, but about many other things as well. How many lies? Can you please explain how we are misleading people? Okay, so this is why I have the white paper open, yeah? I showed this in the last video, and I don't really like this way, because, I mean, where does it say business development, right? This is the white paper for the ICO, in my opinion, at least. The white paper is published before the ICO. The underlying economy of the Ecomi token is of Ecomi Collect is the OMI token. The token is needed for two reasons. Firstly, sale and purchase of collectibles, access to extra features and benefits within the app, such as Master Collector Program, blah blah. So the white paper outlines what the OMI token is made for, and outlines what the whole purpose of the app is. Yeah, and then if we're going to this, so here it says OMI token. So this is what I showed yesterday, right? So this is what I outlined yesterday. So the topic here is clearly OMI token and not business development wallet. OMI token, right? And before that, we have the secure wallet main feature. So there's also nothing where there's a breakdown. So we are in the white paper here. This is the official one. It's version 1.0 from 2018. So that's before the ICO. If we look here at the ICO, it's the ICO here. Here's the ICO drops website. This is from the 12th of May. You can see this here. This is 12th of May 2019, and they have raised $10,650,000. This is the funds that they raised, and we can also, this is why I wanted to do a little bit of throwback. Yeah, so we see here that happened 12th May on the 12th of May with the OMI token. So there we go. And where is my white paper? Okay, there. No, that's a pitch deck. Here's the white paper. So right here we have the whole allocation of all OMIs, yeah, of all Ecomi distribution. So we have all types of supply. We have the total supply. We have The tokens that are available for sale are 550,000, and these 550,000 comprise of the ICO, public private sale. This is what they are going to sell, the ICO, public and private sale. Yeah, and then there is also a part to the business development and the team and advisors. And then we see here the use of funds. Yeah, and I hope you are watching this, Omi Watcher. I really hope you are watching this now, because we have the use of funds, and then we have ICO funds distribution, and here we have the same categories once again. ICO funds distribution. What are the ICO funds? These are the ICO funds, not this business development. So the use of funds is for the ICO funds distribution. And that's where I call this out. This is bullshit. I am willing to go with every criticism since there is proof. This is not proof. Yeah, it says here clearly ICO funds distribution. And then we have a token structure here that says there is ICO, there's in-app purchases, and there's long-term initiative. This is about the token structure. And then there's a long-term initiative. Long-term initiative is business development and team and advisors. But this use of funds is referring to this, not to the business development and team and advisors. Yeah. So I hope this becomes really clear, and let me know if you think that that I am wrong here. But yeah, he says here the ICO funds distribution circle is referring to the business development wallet expenditure. And as I've just shown to you, this is just not true. And I will answer to that right after the stream. I just don't want to bore you with me typing an answer right now. But I will answer right away to that. And I think, I don't know with what I should answer with this, what is just said in the video. I don't know how much clearer, maybe screenshot, right, of the whole page of the white paper. But yeah, that is it, basically. That is what is written in the white paper. Yeah, your move, Omi Watcher. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Felipe, agree. I like your video from yesterday. Okay, so let's maybe look at this ICO video, because it's super interesting to see how they initiated and proposed this in the beginning. So let me just quickly pull this up. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. I will mute myself, and then we'll react to this a little bit.
Baseball cards, coins, action figures. These are collectibles, minted, limited edition, and one of a kind. But collectibles have evolved. These aren't just your grandpa's stamp collection anymore. Collectibles are a $200 billion market, changing trends and adapting constantly. And just like your cassette collection in the 90s, collectibles are about to go digital. Introducing Ecomi, a digital assets ecosystem that brings authenticity and immutability to collectibles on the blockchain. Collectibles and distributed ledger technology have already flirted in the past, but with Ecomi, we're working with major licenses and brands to build a marketplace of recognizable characters and properties. Users can trade, buy, or sell digital collectibles across all borders, as well as interact with them through exciting applications.
1 second, I need to stop this here quickly, because this is something that I also said yesterday. I will say it again. So first of all, this is a feature that that needs to be implemented still, trade, right? And I hope they will find a way for us to enable this, because I think trading is one of the key factors of collecting. Yeah, trade, buy and sell. But you could also argue that here on these screens, that the app really doesn't look like this, and that that this is fraud. Yeah. Because I think we really should stick to criticism that is realistic and that is based on real facts, right? So for example, they promise buy and sell functionality. We have that. They've promised a trade functionality. We had that with the transfers, but it was, unfortunately, it was abused, and now they have to find another one. But let's continue here.
Borders, as well as interact with them through exciting applications. And the Ecomi ecosystem isn't just about digital collectibles. It integrates every other aspect of the cryptocurrency world. With Ecomi Secure Wallet, you can protect many types of cryptocurrency, and unlike web or app-based wallets, this one never connects to the internet, eliminating the risk of malware or theft of private keys. Built on top of the Secure Wallet technology, the Ecomi One Card lets you securely store and spend both fiat and cryptocurrencies around the globe.
I mean, that is really old. That was the wallet hype in the market, right? But I don't know if this one card has ever been published, but the secure wallets, a lot of people have that one, and it still needs support. So I don't know if they still sell it. I don't think so. But yeah, that is from the very early days. What's up, Omicron?
Last but not least, Ecomi Vault, an unbreachable data manager you can use to protect your sensitive information, important images, videos, and files, only accessible by pressing the physical button on the secure wallet. These collective applications are maintained and paid for with the OMI token, which is an essential part of the Ecomi system. Users can either pay a fee in OMI tokens to access features within the network, or aid the network by staking a required minimum amount of OMI tokens in exchange for premium access to Ecomi services. Ecomi is pioneering the
that technically is being implemented, right? So premium access to Veve services or to Ecomi Collect services. So that is what they do with the Master Collector Program integration, right? So I think at the current state, I think we really should go with the criticism to the things that we do not have or we do not see, referring to the Ecomi token, and that is really OMI to NFT. Why don't we have that? That our collectibles go interoperable, at least in the IMX ecosystem. Why don't we have that, right? That we have this OMI to Gem to OMI, crypto pay in, crypto pay out, what gives liquidity to our Veve collectibles and so on. This is where the criticism is, in my opinion. I don't really find another way of that. SL says a video full of lies. Yeah, a video full of very early stuff, right?
digital
I mean,
asset ownership frontier, and we want everyone to be a part of it. Check out our website and detailed videos on all our products, and become one of the early adopters of the Ecomi platform today.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely say that. On the other hand, they can make it a no lie. They can make that by bringing the most important features for the Ecomi token. They can really make it happen. Dan O says the team has mentioned and failed to deliver on an unacceptable amount of things. Yeah, 100% agree with you. And I'm not here to defend the team on everything. The reason that I defend the team on not the team, I defend on what's written here in the white paper. I defend that against the accusations of OMI Watcher, because it's just, I want to have stuff that is backed up, right? And not whatever thing. It's not about, hey, let's put FAT out there and then let's justify it at all costs, right? Let's stick to what is really, to what we really can prove. So for example, the whole thing with we're going interoperable by the end of this year, posting in 2021, and then basically saying that licenses do not want interoperability, and then having Disney coming out that works with Flow and basically gives you at least the possibility to self-custody your tokens, right? or that licenses are worrying about the integrity of the project, SEC and everything else, and it's actually not the licensor who does that, or at least not Disney. So all of these things are way more worth criticizing than the whole thing from Omi Watcher there. Dan O says, I'm not even sure why Reese went through all the trouble to make such an intricate Omi roadmap, which was basically complete scrapped. I wish they would just be open with why. Yeah. Dan Netflix and chills with his wife. He's cool like that, so it's chill. Not your keys, not your crypto, doesn't matter. Okay, so the roadmap. I think that's an interesting point. Let's look at it. Because in this initial Ecomi pitch deck, we have let me see where the Ecomi roadmap is. There is an Ecomi roadmap in here. There it is. There we go. Let me just get all of... I want the chat here, to be honest. So I will move the chat around according to the phases and my phase to the other side. Okay, so we have phases 1 to 3. And remember, this is from a year before the token has even launched. So let's just see what really happens from this roadmap, right? So we see Ecomi Collect Framework and Development. That has happened. It just was named Veve. Augmented Reality Implementation. That has happened. The collectibles are augmented reality. Marketplace and Trading Platform has happened. Peer-to-peer transfer has happened and was deactivated. UI and UX development. They have done this. Proof of concept complete. Yup. Secure hardware device complete. They brought this. Ecomi Collect soft launch. Okay, so phase 1 is complete. 100%. Everything that is written in here has come true. Okay, so let's look at phase 2. Full-scale marketing launched. Not really, right? They until today, they haven't, as Randy always says, they haven't done marketing yet. Ecomi retail product launch. Yeah, that has, retail product launch has happened. Veve, it's called now, but at the time, the name Veve did not exist, right? 15 additional brands, 100%. They have delivered on way more than that. Way more than that. Ecomi Collect official launch, 15 brands. That's the same. No, 15 brands and 15 additional, sorry. So we have way over 30 brands, 100%. Master Collector Program implementation. So we are here apparently, right? We are here. So it took them almost 4 years to do that. Now we have the points, but we cannot do anything with it. Subscription loot boxes. So that is something interesting, which I don't know exactly what it is. So let's move the chat around, or let's move this to the side actually. Way easier. Thanks for that. Phase 3. Gamification of collectibles. We are not there yet, but apparently everything of this and even more was since the beginning on the roadmap, right? So gamification of collectibles. Introduction of hardware devices, e.g. digital frames. I think they have gone away from this. I don't think they will ever put this out because otherwise they already had this. I wish they had done this. To have digital frames where you can integrate with your Veve wallet, because I think that would have given something throughout the bear market for people to play around with. But it goes a little bit against the philosophy of why these digital collectibles exist in the first place. But I still would have liked the digital frame. I really would have liked the digital frame. Or at least to partner up with a digital frame where you can connect your Veve wallet ID and display it there. And then we have collectible customization. This is also something that has been teasered but never happened, so we will see. And then digital collectible integrations with third-party software, and that also didn't come unless you want to talk about mini projects like Fishes. But then again, you don't have the Veve collectibles there. You have Fishes on Veve. And really, yeah, we have seen it in a demo that you can bring the Fishes into the veveverse, but third-party software, we didn't really see that yet. There's another thing in here that is about the verticals. This is super interesting as well. Look at this. So it's here in about Ecomi Collect. We see here, we intend to capture the premium end of digital collectibles market with our 6 main categories: television series, movies, animation, gaming, evergreen characters, and digital art, taking traditional physical collectibles into a new level with both identity and security. So we see here, so television series we have, movies, do we have series? Kind of, right? Maybe not. Television series, movies, animation, gaming. So gaming is the vertical that is about to come now, according to them. And we have seen at least one drop that goes into that direction. That was the rabbits from Ubisoft. Yeah, the evergreen characters and digital art. They also have brought that. So only from this list, only gaming really is missing. So yeah, that is interesting. And then also here you see the team structure, ex-founder here, one of the big whales that is, at least according to what we're suspecting, selling into the market a little bit. So we see here the old structure. Since then, many people have changed. So there are things that are subject to change, right? Like the UI as well. And the big pitch art thing here was Tokidoki. So yeah. So we see here really. Let's see. Dan O says, it was a bit more than change, complete overhaul or rehaul. Yeah. Pins on flow and FA grails are different. IMO. I like how Randy thinks they can just market anytime they want and expect to get mass adoption. Yeah, I don't think that is. I think mass adoption for this is way harder, and it doesn't only depend on marketing. It does depend on how the whole market develops. And I think you really should cater to crypto people to get them in the next bull run to just double, triple, quadruple your user base during the next bull run with a lot of crypto people. I think that should be the focus, because you can only get mass adoption if you are long term in the market and you can bind users for a longer time to yourself. Justin says, will Wendyverse outperform Veveverse short term? I don't know even what that is. Vivi Weirds says, let's go. Energy says, Loki is a series. Oh yeah, Loki is a TV series. That is true. That is true. Justin says, I need some VVX Breaking Bad NFTs. No, it's not. We have Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, we have Monster Hunter. Okay, Loki is not a TV series. I don't know. I have no idea. But we have Monster Hunter, so that is cool. So overall, that is some parts of this pitch deck, and let me know if you want to look at a little bit more at this stuff. But I think for today, we have seen enough. Let me just see if there's another topic. Oh yeah, someone noted that we have a turnaround in Veve followings. Actually, we have not been losing more followers in Veve, and gained additional 400 followers since the last post by Comic Bytes. Comic Bytes seems to have a bigger stack according to Stacker World, which is the new project there from Dr. Profit. I will make a video on Stacker World soon, but the video was way more important about yesterday about the whole thing with the accusation of misuse of funds and so on. So that's basically it. Guys, make sure, if you enjoy stuff, make sure to leave a like. I hope we get more than 30 likes here. At least we should have way more. I am already at the end of this Crypto Morning Coffee stream. I hope you found it interesting. I mean, that was perfect timing that Omi Watcher responded to me there, and I will now sit down and make a quick response to him. I mean, I still want to see the clear link to the business development wallet. And yeah, if you have missed the stream, then make sure to watch it from the beginning. I think it should be very interesting. Blaze is here. Damn, I'm late. Yeah, you can still watch it. No problem. Next time. And yeah, guys, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you in the next video or tomorrow morning at Crypto Morning Coffee. Have a good one. Have a successful week, everyone. Enjoy your coffees. Bye.